Which uncomplicated yet highly efficient life hack surprises you that it isn't more widely known? Them a hand here and there. Bring them their favorite small treat here and there. Therefore, if you break bad with your supervisor, you have references from colleagues who would happily vouch for you. Currently in this position right now, I'm so thankful I made great connections. They have all either called or messaged me that it's not the same without me after I had had enough. Again, it's super uncomplicated to just be nice to people. People will remember that you were kind more than they'll remember your favorite color. When do you need to wake up in the morning? Count backwards about 7-8 hours. Then add a little time for falling asleep and nighttime awakenings. That's your bedtime. About an hour before, start winding down. Put down work and don't watch anything you'll get hooked on. Dim lights. Set an alarm for that time, and you may never need a morning alarm. Plus, you'll be fully recovered and more efficient and productive and clear-headed. Many people skimp on sleep because they don't have time, but often they would have more time if they were more well-rested. Learning to cook. Started way too late in life. You're paying a fraction of the cost to make something specifically tailored to your taste. And the process is fun, creative, and experimental in a way that the best hobbies are. I stopped drinking and learned to cook during the pandemic. I cannot express the difference it's made to my finances and health. I suddenly have so much more money for fun stuff and never worry about a belly sticking out anymore. Start young and learn to love doing it. Your life will improve dramatically. You can put almost any raw vegetable into a smoothie, and as long as there's enough sweet fruit in there, 2 apples, bananas, pineapple, oranges, whatever, it will taste good. You don't even need a recipe. Just throw a bunch of healthy stuff in the blender and hit the button. You can get way weirder with it than you'd expect and still not mess it up. They're expensive at restaurants but cheap and ridiculously easy at home. I'm 40 years late on this trend because I didn't discover how shockingly simple it was until about a week ago. You can get garlic and other smells off your hands or out of jars, etc. by covering the surface in water, which is also in contact with a metal such as steel. That is, rinse your hands under the tap while rubbing a teaspoon against the skin, or fill the jar with water and stand a fork in it. If you have create a folder on your phone called Safe Places. When you put an item in a safe place, so you won't lose it or so you can remember where it is for later, take a picture of it in its safe place and put it in that folder. Good luck remembering to do any of this. If you use a computer for a majority of your work, get a second used monitor off Craigslist or a local sales site. Complete game changer having a work monitor and a reference one. It's never cost me more than $20. And most video cards have multiple outlets. Hanch holiday or birthday gifts with your loved ones. Keep a list on your phone throughout the year of ideas of what to give, and when the time comes to buy gifts, you'll have almost everything prepared. Establish a pre-exercise routine to enhance motivation. Consistently engaging in specific pre-workout habits can serve as triggers to propel you into action, especially on days when motivation is lacking. When exploring online recipes, utilize the print link for a concise version, eliminating unnecessary anecdotes. Save the recipe as a PDF or bookmark the printable version for future reference. Make a copy of your passport, visa, and any other important documents and email them to yourself. If something happens to the originals, you have enough information to apply for replacements. Ice cube trays are good for more than water. I freeze cubes of tomato paste, coconut and goat milk, and pumpkin puree for the cat. Working on cilantro pesto cubes now. It's so handy. When you take off your socks, keep them the right side out. Then when you do laundry, they are all the correct way, and you don't have to waste a bunch of time turning them back out. Those flat, thin plastic bags, which are sometimes hard to open here in Germany, they are often used for fresh produce. Just stretch them a bit at the opening and voila. Use a Sharpie to write on the back of your switch plates and outlet covers which breaker turns that thing off. Saves you the trouble of all the guessing. Keep a small water dispenser next to your bed to avoid late night trips to the kitchen. Hydration and convenience. All without flipping on a light. The not. I tie my shoes like 15 seconds faster every day. that adds up. Sleeping with one sock on is a great way to balance up being too hot or too cold at night. Don't know how or why, but it works. How much time you can save by using those monthly medicine boxes. Fill them up once a month and don't give it another thought. You can bypass a lot of paywalls on mobile websites by simply switching to reader mode before the page finishes loading. Use your hands to squeegee any excess water off your body before drying with a towel for ultimate dryness satisfaction. Set your phone to airplane mode to charge it faster, as it temporarily suspends energy-draining background processes. Windows key minimizes all open windows. Alt-tab switches between current window and last window used. White vinegar in the laundry so much cheaper than fabric softeners, and the clothes are cleaner and softer. You can remove the annoying fluff and ads on recipe web pages using put your keys on top of the thing you need to remember to bring with you in the morning. Assign a label to any distinctive charger or power cable indicating its intended device. Capture fleeting good ideas by jotting them down. Avoid relying solely on your memory. Different colored nail polish on various keys that look the same saves us so much time. Old toothbrushes are the best tools for cleaning small and difficult to access areas. ChatGPT can do a pretty good estimate on calories in a recipe if you ask it to. Asking the same tired questions week after week on Ask Reddit the Farm Karma anti-lime scale shower head. Absolutely extraordinary. They're a lifesaver. Spending less money than you make. Very uncomplicated. Highly efficient. You don't have to answer the door just because someone rings the bell. Smile. It will make you more likable, calmer, and you'll feel better. Eat fruit instead of sugary candy, and drink water instead of soda. When putting screen wash in your car, turn the bottle sideways. Prolonged fasting and even dry fasting does fix a lot of issues. Life is genuinely easier when you wake up earlier in the day. Buy larger sizes of products, you will save so much money. Don't talk about politics. You will have 3x the friends.